Oh, Fallout 76. The times we've had, the hell we've been through. Mainly, when you launched, I hated you a lot. Which is sad, because Fallout 76, out of every Fallout I have ever played, had the most promising map. And promising monsters out of any Fallout I had ever played. This game, in terms of cool new monsters and Wendigos and big monsters here, and then the moth monster, and it just felt cool. It felt like it had some jizz to throw into the wind, you know? It really could have been cool. But this game released with no NPCs. Odd. So instead you get robots and crappy missions and no dialogue in a Fallout game. And that really sucked. And the worst part about it is this game, I remember when I booted it up, I bought this day one. This was my first day one purchase. Because I was always a guy who was getting into a console generations late. I bought into the Xbox One way middle of the console generation. And the games I bought was Doom 2016, which had been out for a year. And Fallout 4, which had already had mods on console at that point. So when I found out a new Fallout was coming out, really close to Fallout 4, I was excited. I didn't know things like, oh, this isn't getting made by Bethesda Game Studios. This is made by another company. Because all I knew was, Todd Howard was up there telling me, hey, take your penis out, enjoy the game. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. And a lot of people were like, multiplayer Fallout, who wants that? And in my mind, I was me. I wanted to get a crew of friends, explore the wasteland, and really enjoy Fallout with a group and have fun. But the problem was I didn't know anybody who wanted to buy this stupid game. I was the only person who bought this game that I knew. And it sucked, man. And the worst part about it was I got this game early access. I started jumping in right in beta. And the game didn't even fucking work. It was breaking all the time. It was taking craps on itself. And it was really, really disappointing, especially with how fun this game is now. And that's a part of the reason why I don't grind Fallout 76 now. Is, one, everything feels way stronger, so I die a lot more. I feel like I get one-tapped by everything. But this game kind of always had a one-tapping problem. The biggest issue, though, is I used to run sniper rifles in this game, and I could pull headshots and stuff, and I feel like it's gotten a little more grindy. I did run the Brotherhood of Steel DLC. That was the first time I came back in this game after the game launched, and I was disappointed, and I put in, probably 40-50 hours into this game doing absolutely nothing, just walking around killing stuff, because none of the quests felt like they were rewarding in any way whatsoever. But the map was so interesting. Like I said, this map had more potential than any other Fallout map to ever release, in my opinion. I know what you're going to say, well, Fallout New Vegas. No, dude, Fallout New Vegas didn't have as cool of an amusement park as this one did. It didn't have, a weird Asian temple in it. Even though the map is way too big, there was still a lot of interesting locations on the map. And every update, it's gotten more interesting. I have to give this game credit for becoming a good game after, 3 years of development. Past release, which is pathetic to say. But this game did pull a No Man's Sky. It does have a very healthy player count. And when the Wastelanders update popped up, I hadn't played the game in probably I quit playing it less than a couple weeks after launch. I was really upset. I felt like I wasn't doing anything. I'd found all the weapons I'd wanted to find. I'd grinded a bunch of little side quests, and I just felt like I wasn't going anywhere. I felt like every battle I got in, I'd run into robots, they'd kill me instantly, and this game really has a problem with you dying too fast. And not to mention that once you, because I worked at discovering the whole map. That was my first thing that I always do in every Fallout game. And I know that's crazy to say, but I really don't like having to rediscover things. So I move around the map. And I always hated in this game that you had to pay to fast travel. I thought that was a stupid mechanic, and I hate that it's still in the game. I feel like it ruins a lot of the exploration of this, especially with how cool this map is. And when everything's always spread out, it's like, oh, I made $100 off this. Well, I have to pay 18 caps to travel to this location, which is really stupid. And That sucks because, again, this has one of the coolest like looking maps in the entire Fallout series as well. It looks clean, like super clean. It looks like the posters you'd hang up on your wall from a Fallout game. And when I did come back for the Wastelanders update, which was fantastic that they added NPCs, whole areas that had potential were now fulfilling their potential, which was really, really cool. And for the first time jumping into this game, I had some sort of arousal, and it wasn't just like a pity boner. It was like, hey man, you're waking up because there's some cool shit. And the Wastelanders storyline was really good. I enjoyed the shit out of it. The Brotherhood of Steel thing, when that came out, I was like, okay, this is cool. A lot of the stuff they added I felt was really intriguing. My biggest problem still, though, is like the robot enemies are so grindy. And usually in Fallout, you get to a point where you find a weapon, make ammo for that weapon, because you're going to slap the shit out of everything because that weapon's so overpowered. And I just haven't gotten to that point, I guess, with Fallout 76, because even though I have that excitement boner with the game now, I still remember what it was. And that chops it down to a chub, you know? And you have this kind of overwhelming, why couldn't you have done this at launch? That will always hang over me with this game. Like Starfield, I'm playing that right now. That game, everything I've done in Starfield, I'm loving. I'm enjoying the conversations I'm having with the characters. I'm engaged. But Fallout 76 didn't have that at launch. It had to grind to get to that point. And I know what you're thinking, friends. Well, it took them 3 years to update this game to a playable state. Not a playable state, but a fun state. A game where you're engaged finally. And that's kind of crap. Well, to me, I respect that. Because, like I said, this game was oozing with goddamn potential at launch. It had so much stuff that was interesting, that could be engaging. Every location I went in this map, I wanted to love it, but there was nothing there to keep me there, if you know what I mean. There was nothing that was like bare naked lady standing in the... It's like a bare naked lady would be standing on the beach, and then instead of having that bare naked lady, what you have is a rock. Now, I'd be like, okay, cool, the beach, and there's a rock, but I'm going to stay longer if there's a naked woman there, you know what I mean? And for you other people who want, like, abs and a penis, there you go. Their metaphor works for you as well. So, now I respect them for sticking with it, because this game had potential. This game isn't like Redfall, where I jumped on the map, and then nothing on the map was interesting to me. Everything felt bland and boring and uninspired. When I played this game, everything, I felt like there was inspiration here. With updates, it would be better. And when I did jump back in, the community in Fallout 76 is one of the best communities in gaming. Hands down, incredibly nice. I mean, occasionally you'll get some douchebag that'll kill you for fun, but, I mean, we've all been there. We all want to kill somebody we see that we run into in an MMO. But this game has some genuinely nice people that just want to have fun and want you to have fun too, because there is love in this game. There's love from the community, and the development post-launch for this game, it was a rough first couple years, but since then it's been content, and I have to respect the grind set. And every once in a while I'll pop in, do a couple quests, just because, like I said, this game has finally gotten to a point where it is pretty fun. And right now they have like this event where you get infinite ammo, which I wish they'd just put mods in the game that gave me infinite ammo to begin with, because come on, man. I like, who likes playing Bethesda games like vanilla? I mean, they're fun, don't get me wrong, I really like them, but once mods get added, I am playing the game with like modded the freak out, man. I want the mods that make butt cheeks juicier, tits longer, not like the boobs, but just the nipples themselves. I want to see them sticking and cutting through the shirts. Maybe not, I've never done that mod. Is that a mod? Let me know in the comments if that is a real thing. But like Fallout 4, one of my favorite Fallouts, because it lets me mod it on console. I mean, I'm not even a big fan of Skyrim, right? I love Fallout 4's base game, even though I haven't really played much of, like, I played most of the base game with my cousin before mods were added, and when I got my own copy, I just started modding it right away. So if somebody ever finds my Xbox profile, you will see a lot of hours in Fallout 4 and like 0 achievements. But Skyrim, I tried to play vanilla because everybody told me to, and I'm not big on fantasy games. Like, I like the Souls style, like, and that's more of a recent development. But when it comes to games, if I had the ability to mod it, it's like cheats back in the day. I remember when I found out what cheats were, I went and bought the books. Yeah, the books. I'm that old. And I would use cheats on the game because achievements weren't a thing, and that's why I really don't care about achievements. I just want to have fun in the game. I want to sometimes run through a game as God, and then if I want to go back through and play it the approved way by true gamers, I'm air quoting like a motherfucker right now because I don't care what other people think of me and my opinions, but I just figured I would kind of talk about Fallout 76. Isn't the best MMO of all time? No. Is it ever going to be the best MMO of all time? No. But is there something there that's fun and enjoyable when you're kind of in between games? Absolutely. And I respect what they have done to make it what it is. It is still a little grindy, though. That I'm hoping that one day I figured out how to make it less grindy, because right now I feel like I die every 2 seconds, and that's hell of annoying. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming to the Ooze Fest. That is King Jeffy Coates' channel. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, you goddamn idiots, because I love you. King Jeffy Coates out.